Execute a total of 200 of your own units. Secure a victory with each of the following advisors. Wise Tree and Betty. And then we're done with the village. We're done with the Dark Realm. And I think we're done with all the kings. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's right. Alucard's a piece of garbage. He's my least favorite king. Cleopatra, Xerxes, Tizon, Saladin. Like, all of them have been not that hard to get everything banged out. And then this motherfucker. I think that means I have to be Alucard? Ew. So really, we need to beat one more boss on the volcano. We have 2 more bosses in the graveyard. And we want to do Wise Tree and or Betty. And I have plenty of tokens to spend, so... Advisors-wise, do we have Betty and the tree? I think I have them. So that's good. What's up here? Each king receives a certain blueprint at the start of a run. I might grab that. Troop starting limit by 1. Special goods. That's part of the update. Banish building option. Additional reroll. Another banish. Troop limits. Reroll. And what about in yellow here? Spell damage by 10%. Spell damage by 10%. More troop limit upgrade. Reroll offered artifacts. Troop limit. Veteran barracks to the research table options. Alright, so. I do want starting blueprint. 100, like these are the expensive ones. And I would love I want that advisor slot. So I think I'll start working my way in that general direction here. Was there anything else I wanted before that, though? Starting troop limit's not the worst idea. And spell damage is kind of boring. Hell yeah, came just in time. This guy right here receives starting units. I mean, I love starting stuff. All right, I'll unlock him. You talked me into it. Okay. So we want to be Alucard so we could finally get this. Advisors-wise... So we're on 7 for the graveyard now. Let's do maybe Volcano on 6 with Alucard. Try and get Forbidden Technique. That and Musketeers. I love starting with the Musketeers. Alright, so we need... Wise Tree removes wood-producing buildings. At the start of the run, you receive artifacts that provide you with various resources upon killing an enemy. So we need to take Wise Tree. And if we want to be real... if we want to have a real fun time, we take Betty as well. We do both of them. We need to beat a run with each of them. We could do them at the same time. Both together was fun. I think we're gonna go for it. So, who are our advisors going to be? Let's turn everyone off. We want Betty. We want Wise Tree. So no wheat-producing buildings. But we get a lot of extra money upon completing a wave. No wood-producing buildings, but we get artifacts that provide resources on kills. And we got a whole bunch of deforestations and fireworks. So that's the challenge, is these two. I think we'll take starting units to make things a little easier for ourselves, including 2 musketeers. I might just go with this. Like, we start with a decent army, including a healer to keep them alive. That should give us a good, a good head start. What's going on, Shock? I made a comment on Reddit on workload versus breaking strength on a picture of a rope someone posted. It's been going on for days. 87 replies deep on a subject I don't care about. Other than I sail, so I play with ropes. So you made a comment on the workload versus the tensile strength of a rope, and just people are arguing over it? That sounds like fun. That's like on Steam in Dome Keeper, I drew a penis with the sword cannon, and I uploaded that screenshot, and I get dozens and dozens and dozens of comments on that one screenshot, and it's like, I have so many other screenshots that I upload. I have videos uploaded. I got all kinds of neat stuff, and like the only engagement my Steam account gets is, nice dick, bro. It's like, there's more to me than my penis. All right? There's a whole person here. It's not just about the dick. Old Smoke-Eye, the Goblin Marksman. When brute force fails, the Scarlet Goblins turn to Smoke-Eye, a mercenary sharpshooter. Sharpshooter, infamous across the lands for dismantling armies, one unlucky soldier at a time. Wielding an oversized rifle that looks like it was made from parts stolen from 3 different nations and wielded together during a tantrum, Smoke-Eye prefers to fight from a distance, meaning his victims barely see the muzzle flash. He's a phantom, vanishing into thick smoke the moment danger nears. More than a master gunsmith, he's an uncanny engineer as well. He can erect defensive outposts in no time at all. And once he accepts a contract, he never quits until the target lies dead. As long as Smoke-Eye draws breath, your army will bleed morale and manpower one shot at a time until, inevitably, he lines his sights up on you. Right, I posted a great run on the Bazaar. And MS Paint Phallus Gold. Not even MS Paint, like if you ever saw a Dome Keeper, one of the weapons, one of the domes is a sword dome, and one of the upgrades is lets you shoot a sword out with like a rope attached, so you can like trace shapes in the air with a rope behind you. And so you can draw a penis, and I did that, and like that's the only screenshot people care about. This guy is tough when starting, relying on a starting army. Good matchup for us, perfect. Sniper throws a smoke grenade, covering allies and giving them 50% evasion for 3 seconds. And at the beginning of every wave, he enters the battlefield and takes out a random player unit. No, come on! We're gonna lose our starting army right quick then. Oh, right. I didn't start with a gold mine, so 150 gold in debt. Oh, fuck. How are we gonna make gold at all? With no wheat and a gold shortage, that's gonna blow. We might want to take the 50 gold here, even though I kind of want to take 200 water and 50 of each. I'll take the gold. That way it's only 100 more gold we have to make. Alright. Chain lightning, 5 fireworks, 10 deforestations. We gain ore when we kill an enemy, crystals when we kill an enemy, grapes when we kill an enemy, wood when we kill an enemy. So murder is good for us. And all of our buildings are on fire. You know, Alucard's whole thing is the undead. Maybe we lean into that. We're gonna want water. So conveniently, we have that. We're a water family. You want me to sacrifice a skeleton? And we definitely want to work on the nether stuff. Alright, I'll sacrifice some water. Pop. And pop. I have no skeleton to offer you, game. Oh, I still need wheat and gold! If he shoots my healing mage, I'm gonna be pissed. Hmm. Oh. Oh. Alright, out of all the people he could have shot, that's the one we want. Banish gnomes. I never want to see you. Assassin's Temple. How are we going to handle the wheat problem? I'm going to recycle this. Mine is 100 out of 60. And we can get wood. I think I'll take a big well. 3 building upgrades. Oh, baby. You know what I like. And then money, money, money. More enemy units. I feel like if we're going to go with more enemy units, we want to do that on wave 1. More HP, and then we'll go for damage on the final wave. As you plan to cast the spell, a robed figure clears his throat in the middle of your magical chambers and says, with all the smugness of someone who knows one trick and loves to use it, "Actually, he's a fire mage named Ignatius Emberly, or so he insists, wearing a hat that looks like it was purchased specifically to be dramatic. He leans on his staff, eyes glittered with patronizing delight, and proceeds to correct your royal approach to the ritual as he knows best, and is a true connoisseur of magic. Actually," he repeats, "the nether runes can be used to, according to a deeper meaning." A fire wizard, or we get a spell. I'm gonna play the long game, get a fire wizard. You feign interest, let Ignatius finish his little lecture, and then privately task a few discreet agents with helping him refine his demonstration. He repeats his remarks at the Academy of Fire, prompting your best battle mages to challenge Ignatius to prove his claims on the battlefield. Too egotistic to swallow his pride, the mage accepts. Let's see how much his academic knowledge will impress the Scarlet Goblins. So more free troops is just good for us. How are we going to get the wheat and the wood? Well, the wood we can get. The wood we can get. Let's deforest. So wood's not a problem. God, look at that big guy. That chonker. Go get him, boss. Magic school, bone pit. Bone pit. You do this with the default king. That would be a lot simpler. What am I need, like, shopping is my one hope here. Oh! Here we go. I remember why I like this map as much as I do. Nether Rune Enchantery. A bunch of wood. What is a Nether Rune Enchantery? Produces Nether Runes. Can't build it. Let's see. Each hospital provides 5 morale. I guess I could lean into magic school, he says, before finding out he can't build it. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Hospital, though, we can build. Well, as fun as this produce... Why aren't you using your blueprint table? Alright, fine, I will. Let's plop that down and say basic production. My understanding is we won't have access to any wheat production stuff, right? So I don't know if this is necessarily going to help us. Hell no! Oh wait, they just want a farmer? I don't have any of them. Got some furniture. Who's he gonna shoot? We do want some troop production sometime soon. Each market pass provides morale. 90% chance receiving flour on skeleton death. Let's see. Maybe. Oh, wait. We got enough wheat by killing stuff. We're in. We can sell flour. And now we can actually make bone friends. Bone boys. Thank God. Please shoot a skeleton. Please shoot a skeleton. Please shoot a skeleton. Thank God he shot a skeleton. Hello. We have so much money. Temporary units say 50% chance of being resummoned. 25 wood at the start of every wave. Fisherman's hut requires meat. Well, makes us meat, gets rid of water. Riding a big old frog. Yeah, I like this guy a lot. Execution ground. Worm riders require wheat. Require wheat. Paladins, though, just require crystals. A poison tower. Attacks incoming enemies with a beam of light. Nothing here that produces crystals, so don't want to jump on anything just yet. Let's buy some wheat. Might as well, like, clean out the shop to a degree. Not hurting on wood. Healing pool, ground fire, slow zone. Hopefully we can get ourselves a nice crystal production line coming on. Buy the sale item. I mean, I have water for days. So just in case we spec into some meat stuff. I mean, hell, I could already improve my troops. Let's get more wood. More wood. Damn it. I want to get all of them. Get him, boss. We have some skeletons ready. A gold mine, a clay mine. Well, oh my god, it requires 15 gold. I need gold rewards to show up. I need the store to just be like, would you like to buy golds? Yes, I would. Yeah. Another bone temple, like obvious choice there. Another crystal mine, I think. I mean, we could also do some iron stuff. Take an iron mine. And a crystal mine. When an enemy is killed, another random enemy has a 20% chance of fleeing in fear. Increases damage dealt by all infernal units by 30%. Take the butcher's cleaver. Building upgrade. Basic production. Barracks. Established production. Basic production. Give the first wave extra health. You could double up on these guys and make these guys extra strong. The land burns again. Another night of fire elementals dancing in the fields, succubi trying to seduce even the scarecrows, and flame slugs turning irrigation ditches into lava fountains. Mr. Clancy, what's going on, buddy? Garbage Day. How was your stream, Mr. Clancy? Tell me about it. Someone give Mr. Clancy a shout out. Finally, I get a proper garbage day. I fixed it for you. I fixed it. They weren't kidding about the 1,000-yard stare. I know you were playing Slay the Spire and Eugenics. Did you play anything else? Did you do any demos today? Lufus D. Lufus. Anyway, hello there, Raiders. Everyone here should already know Mr. Clancy. We play with him all the time. He's great. You should be following him. Yeah, Eugenics runs are long. If you don't know me, that's weird, but I'm Chris here to shake the box. Fatal Frame 2 last night was fun. Terrible performance. I'm hoping it runs better for me. I need to set it up. Because I like Fatal Frame 2, and I look forward to playing it. Today I did Rift Wizard 2, and I finished every spell in the game. I've officially beaten the game with every single spell and every single skill. So I have truly 100%ed Rift Wizard 2 now. and that pleases me. And now I'm doing a little, The King is Watching, because I like this game. It's quite fun, and it had a nice update recently. There's a bunch of new stuff in here for me to find and mess around with, and we're currently doing a very stupid challenge run where I have one advisor who makes it so I'm not allowed to have any wheat production buildings, but they give me a lot of money, and another advisor who makes it so I'm not allowed to have any wood production buildings, but it gives me a whole bunch of trinkets that when I kill enemies, I gain resources. And now I'm currently struggling to build anything at all because everything... There's a lot of wheat requirements, there's a lot of wood requirements, and on the higher difficulties, you start with a gold debt. And so I have negative 100 golds, and all the stuff I want requires like 10 gold, 5 gold, 15 gold. I am desperately trying to get my economy off the ground. And now you're caught up. And yet, with hard work, the crops survive. The peasant's leader stands amid the smoldering fields. Oh wait, I have to answer a question first. Slay the Spire co-op tomorrow? If Mr. Clancy wants to do some Slay the Spire co-op, I will happily play some Slay the Spire with Mr. Clancy tomorrow. I've basically already earlier today made a joke with like, we might do blank tomorrow, but we're probably just gonna play Slay the Spire with Clancy. So I've already seeded that bed. Anyway. The peasant's leader stands amid the smoldering fields, hat singed, eyes wide and unblinking. His actions saved the harvest, but something inside him has clearly cracked. Your advisor whispers, "He's seen too much, Your Majesty. Perhaps something should be done before he starts talking about it." Isn't there someone you forgot to ask? I already said if Mr. Clancy wants to play some Slay the Spire 2 tomorrow, I'll have fun playing with him. But if you meant, did I ask Tom if he wants to play with Tom? You want to play Slay the Spire 2 with me and Abe Clancy tomorrow? Was it Mud? Did you mean Mud? Both of them? You probably meant both. Thank you, Tom. You didn't ask Jesus. I'm sorry. I always forget to ask Jesus Christ. Production rate by 4%. Receive 3 troops. Given that we lose 1 troop per fight because the sniper is picking us off. That bastard. That's not the worst idea, but really, I want to see the sexy succubus again, so I'm going to say, give me 50 infernal stones. You decide to gift the peasant. Sorry, send him as an ambassador to the infernal court as a token of peace. He's been repelling your attacks on the villagers, you tell the demons. They're flattered by the gesture, and though no one ever hears from the peasant again, they send you some nether runes as a token of appreciation. He's just our Lord and Savior. This is a bit. It's what? Are you joking? I thought you were dead serious. Yeah, 4% production's generally a good idea, but if I can, like, bum rush some of the major events in the Infernal chart here, I can make up for my lack of production. Speak of the devil, there's my sexy girlfriend. I will take meteorites, an infernal hoof minion, and an artifact. Max castle HP by 30 or receive a firework spell for 3 waves. You know what? Free fireworks. I already have 5 of them. A few more can't hurt. Let's get another skeleton production going. Sacrifice some wood. Sacrifice a skeleton. I'll get it back. And I'm going to try and clear off some of our busted stuff here. Wait. Basic production. This could be how we cheat the system. They may have removed all the stuff from the pool, but did they make it so I can't get it that way? These cannon guys are a huge problem. Like, I kind of want to get something to repair my walls. Another big well? We are trying to spec largely into water. But iron would be fun. Take another iron mine. And a crystal mine. Can we do it? Iron mine, clay mine, vineyard, crystal mine. I'm not even allowed to take the crystal mine because we don't have the golds. And no, we actually cannot even make a wheat fields. Like, it's truly removed from the experience. Which means this will never help me either. But I did manage to get to another info. Oh, there. So hot. Anyway, fetus fields. Yeah, Death Stranding 2 is on PC. So, hell pigs require wheat. But the fetus fields only require water and clay. Oh, nether portal's iron. Iron is something we can swing. And whenever one of them dies, we get a spell. Yeah, water, clay, iron, as long as it's not wheat, not golds, not woods, like, these are our requirements. Like, this guy, we're already good to go. Increase spell damage by 10%. Frontal brutes damage by 80%. Oh, gold. Only need 55 more golds. I can't make a crystal mine because it requires golds. I think we can make a clay pit. Let's get infernal brutes. Make an iron mine right now. There we go. Get some big boys out there. And use our cheater's wood system. 541 wood. Like, how am I ever going to increase my gaze? It requires the only things I'm not allowed to have. Did he kill one of my musketeers? No! God damn it. Come on, guys. No. 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 Just recycle it. I could build a clay mine, so we're good for clay. The problem is gold. One day. One day. Another crystal mine. Not that I can build it yet, but we'll be ready. Upgrade up to 2 friendly undead units to the next level. Alright, Alucard. No! He shot the best minion on the fields? Not yet, not yet. Don't do it yet. Let's go, team. Musketeer, could you please shoot this guy? Just recycle it. What else can you even sell? Now that we have our skeletons out there dying, we are generating wheat because of their upgrade. So maybe we could sell wheat through the traders? Alright, skeletons, sacrifice some water, generate some water, generate iron. You know what? Be really nice to have a nice little trifecta here. But I guess I could do it like this. The dodo! Why? How do you only ever shoot those guys? It's got a vendetta against my best units. Some nice things for sale here. Let's see. 3 gold for every point of damage dealt to your castle. Increase the spell damage by 0.1% per enemy killed. Ooh, 2 crossbow at the start of every wave. Just buy all that. A timber launcher requires wood. Druids only require iron. Hell yeah. %% chance of repairing your castle for 1 HP with each production cycle. I just need stuff like that. Buy all the resources. I am just about to get my next infernal prize. Are they doing it on purpose? They're only shooting these guys. Another bone pit. Another iron mine. I'm gonna take a gold mine just in case we get there. Take blade fall. Unit limit by 2. Get 250 wine instantly. Unit limit. Alright, as for the prophecy, I want money, production, money, just resources. Moon's the king. I think I want to spell more than I want advanced production, but I'll do advanced production. Majestic! This is a pretty small wave. We'll double the units there. We'll make these guys healthier. These guys do more damage. Sir Bravemons, one of your most spirited knights, has taken upon himself to domesticate a fire slime. He claims it's part of his training regimen and insists that his iron will can tame the creature through sheer determination. Witnesses describe him sitting in the courtyard for hours, staring at the blob and chanting, "We're not so different, you and I." So far, the slime has burned 3 training dummies, a tent, and part of Sir Bravemon's beard. Still, he refuses to quit. Your court nervously awaits your decision before these bonding sessions end in another crater. I mean, 120 gems right away. I think I want that. We're doing gems and iron. That's pretty much our two-pronged of... Gems, iron, water. Our 3-pronged assault. The Fork of Destiny. What's established production? So, you have a mine like this that has 1,000 iron in it, and then you have a mine like this that has 200 iron in it. Established production is always the bigger, better versions of things. It also includes the more advanced production stuff like meat and wheat and stuff like that. So if we wanted to like get a mill to turn wheat into flour, that would be on there. But we don't want that. we don't want that. Whoop. I'm just gonna take 120 like right away. Yeah. You put an end to this foolish experiment before it turns the castle into a barbecue. Sir Bravemund is heartbroken by your lack of confidence in him, but the slime is killed for good. Valuable parts of it make a small wealth of mana crystals for you to use. Plop some landmines down over there. Swing down here, which seems silly, but I have a plan for down here. I want down here the poison tower and the hospital. Those landmines did a hell of a good job. There it is. I'll re-roll here. That's what I'm talking about. Druids have 100% more health. Damage from all spells goes up 25%, or when your castle reaches 0 HP, it heals to 20. Given that I don't have a way to heal my castle yet, and we're already down to 54, I might take this just in case. I really want to re-roll for golds. But we're down to 19 wheat, and like, we're not making wheat. Do we get wheat by killing anything? Can't remember. We got wood, we got grapes, we got gold for damage to the building, crystals. Yeah, let's just take the wheat. It's a thing we need, and we know we need it. One day, when I have gold and I can build a crystal thing, I'll put a crystal thing down here. But this is our active combat's happening. We want the mouse down here. Druid camp. We'll plop here. Re-up on our skeletons. Fine. Sacrifice them. Whatever. You can sell iron ore at the market. All right. Sacrifice some wood. Might as well get rid of the last two burning buildings. Plop a clay pit. You know what? Yeah, clay pit. That'll probably come up. I need my skeletons to die and produce more wheat. Another iron mine. Now I'll take 45 flour. Because now... more advanced undead. Back up here, re-up on our skeletons. Let's get a trader market going. So, wheat for golds. Sorry. Wheat for gold, flour for gold, iron for golds, metal blocks for more golds. Trade some iron for a little while. Let's do it like this, with you there. Well, then we swing down here. And for now, I'll just put that there. Get him, boss! It's nice being rewarded for seeking extra combat. A fuel pump requires wood, though. I already have a way to make meat, and I already own a market. We do get wood through combat. Yeah, grab a fuel pump. Re-up my troops. We're at positive gold, everybody. Net positive gold for a change. We did it. It doesn't do that for you, Robocop? Double the health of paladins. Spell damage goes up by 10%. What do we got up here? A second poison tower. Carpentry? Don't have the wood for carpentry. Yep, poison tower it is. Increase production limits for starter buildings by 100%. 20% chance of friendly units leaving a lesser healing pool when they die. All units receive 4% chance of evading attacks. After evading, they get 50% more damage. The lack of gold for me to buy has been just the worst. Upgrade my paladins, definitely take the healing pools and the dexterity. Crystals, I have 250. We have no clay at all. And we're okay on iron. I'll just take a little clay to, you know, get us started. Oh, we're never gonna be able to make make our gaze grow. That's just a bridge too far. They want a paladin. Crank him out. Wheat? Are you insane? We don't know what wheat is here. Man, the difficulty modifier that sometimes buildings stall out is the worst. Oh, smoke eye! The gluten-free kingdom. Now's the time for spells. And I guess also the time for whipping my cursor over here and getting more units. Are you not making them because I don't have the crystals? I don't have the crystals for it. Re-up my skeleton forces. I have an unlimited supply of skeletons. If I wanted more crystals... Alright, need more gold. Hospital, get to work! And poison... laser poison that man. Alright, boss one down. Reduce all the king's cooldowns by 25% or increase max unit HP by 75. Our skeletons are running around with 58 health. 75 for, like, the bulk of our troops would really benefit from that. I don't know if that would carry over to our upgraded versions. God, I need a lot more wood. I would really like to increase my unit limit. That's the other sticking point we have right now. Yeah, give him a medal. Permanently increases friendly units' HP in an area by 70. Whoever's alive right now is going to get very healthy. Enchanted Stump makes fairies for something I can't produce ever. I mean, I get it from my skeletons, but, like, that's not a good way to work. Longbowmen are out. Musketeers are out. One reroll. Just one. More Druids of the Bear? Yeah. Big ol' iron mine? You know what? Give me a big ol' crystal mine. I know I can't build it yet, but eventually I will be able to. I hate re-rolling again, but... There we go. Alright, step 1, building upgrade. Step 2, building upgrade. Step 3, building upgrade. Money. Veteran barracks. Troop training? Troop training. And then, because we need nether stones so I can please my sexy Canadian devil girlfriend, Wave 1 will do extra damage. Wave 2 will be... Wave 2 is going to be double the enemies. Wave 3 is healthier enemies. The nobles of your kingdom whispered in secret, poring over forbidden tomes and hoarding rare ingredients. Their obsession bore fruit, or perhaps fire, when at last they succeeded in summoning a powerful lord of hell. Bound within a blazing circle, the demon offered them a single wish in exchange for freedom. Unfortunately, your subjects immediately began shouting conflicting demands: eternal life, death to their rivals, unmatched skill in the bedroom. The list went on and on and on. For hours they bickered until the demon, clearly regretting his career choices, finally reached out to you in desperation. Now, your majesty, the circle still burns, the nobles still argue, and the demon waits for your word to end this absurd stalemate. Turn all blueprints into random troops of the same tier. Don't think I want to do that. Like, there's stuff in here that's quite useful that I have yet to build. 250 wine is obviously good for keeping morale high. Or we just get a big old honkin' chunker on the battlefields. Which, given our current struggles, this is probably the one I want. With a decisive gesture, you order that the nobles be cut down where they stand. Their screams are drowned out by the crackling fires your guards seize the circle. The demon snarls, but instead of freedom, he's awarded a new prison. His infernal essence can never escape. The cult is no more, and your kingdom gains a terrifying bargaining chip. Ashfeather, the Eternal Phoenix. A fiery titan of legend, Ashfeather soars above the volcano as both a living furnace and a divine symbol of the Scarlet Goblin Pantheon. His mere presence warps the air into scorching waves, leaving humans feeling as though they're being slowly grilled alive. An unexpected and ironic reversal of the usual cook-or-be-cooked dynamic. Ashfeather has existed for eons, reborn endlessly from flame and ash. Whenever he is wounded in battle or simply bored of his current body, he immolates and reforms anew, each resurrection sharpening his fury. Now your invasion of goblin lands has stirred that ancient wrath. Facing Ashfeather means battling a creature for whom death has never been permanent, and who has no intention of letting you change that. Each wave, the Phoenix sends their little fledglings to blast your castle. You receive a special building to protect yourself from their attacks, and the heat from the Phoenix forces your units to spread wider across the patrol area in an effort to dissipate the heat. Do I have a paladin out there I can sacrifice? Sorry, buddy. Make a new one. Make 2 new ones. And swing up here. Just finish clearing off the map. Guy was just born and already he's dead. Dude, getting old sucks ass. What happened, Sylvia? Your teeth fall out? Did your dick fall off? I'm sorry. Asshole fall out? Yeah, getting old is generally not considered great. Grapes for beholders, huh? Infernal generals. I mean, this I can do. Testicles drooping down to the knees, clanging around when you walk. Went to Florida, came back sick. I don't think that has to do with getting old. That has to do with going on a plane. Planes are just recycled germ air that you're breathing the entire time. Also Florida. Could have just said went to Florida. I'll take the Infernal Outpost. We're gonna need a lot of iron bars, but like that's a possibility. We can make that production line happen. Increase damage to Poison Tower? Hell yeah. Please, game. You know that I require gold. I remember being able to bounce back after a day of feeling like crap. It's pushing 3 days now. Hey. Yes, you are getting older, but also the sicknesses are getting a lot more intense these days. All right, there's a special building. Thank God my healing wizard survived. Infernal brutes explode on death. That's pretty good. More health for my arcane units. Doot, 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 doot. All right, move that there. Make of the golds. Make a more golds. Fire! Oh shit, come on. Fire! Fire, you stupid cannon! Ooh. I hate these little guys. Enemy is poisoned to grant fuel on death. Yeah, sure. Top them off. One day we'll kill enough people that the game will give me enough wood that I can increase my unit capacity. Like, we got some useful stuff going on, but I don't have the ability to house the units. Another Druid of the Bear. Oh, Barbarian would be nice. Iron Mine. I haven't built any of those guys yet, but I'll definitely sacrifice a little something for you. I have a God, not be able to upgrade your vision sucks. It would be super duper if I could just, like, see stuff. Boop. I think it is considered infrastructure. Like, if we see infrastructure as a reward, that's where we could find a building that lets us heal. Forge is very handy here. Yes, yes, and yes. Spell damage go up. Center tile, always active, is tremendous. Iron at the start of the wave. Whenever someone dies, we get a horrible abomination. Buy deforestation. Why not? There's one tree left. Alright, what's my center tile going to be? What do I always want active? Hospital? Hospital always being active wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, right? And then I could double down on Poison Tower down here. Yeah, barbarians. Just the one, because I can't afford anyone else. There we go. Upgrade the whole castle. Kind of desperately need that kind of stuff. Fire! More crystals for the future. Building upgrade. Building upgrade. Kingdom infrastructure. That's what we want more of. Artifacts. Magma spawn or Scarlet empowered mage. I'll just take 4 magma spawn. Let's see. Double the number of enemies on that one. Make these guys stronger, make these guys healthier. The royal court is in an uproar. The farmers claim the mages burned their crops with a reckless experimentation. The mages insist it was the army's fault for conducting training exercises in the middle of a wheat field. What's a wheat field? What's that? I don't know what that is. The army, meanwhile, accuses both groups of not understanding military strategy, a statement met with outrage, threatening with pitchforks, and at least one fireball. Now they're all in the Great Hall, pointing fingers at each other, while your Chamberlain attempts to mediate by yelling, "Order!" which somehow only makes it worse. Increase production rate by 8%, spell damage by 20%, or troop training times 2. Production rate by 8%. You declare that the lifeblood of the kingdom is its fertile soil and loyal peasantry. The mages are forced to apologize grudgingly and provide magical assistance to restore the fields. Productivity rises, but the Arcane Guild now mutters about your anti-intellectual tyranny. Alright, top off my skeletons real quick. Bum rush a lot of crystals and a lot of iron. And I got a forge, right? Requires golds. Get him, boss! Infernal outposts or markets? I guess production by 25% from my market. Sacrifices black sheep, grants legendary spells. Sure. It might happen one day. Unlikely, but it might. My girlfriend's here. Every 1 second, a random enemy is dealt 12 damage. Ranged troops receive a 4% chance of shooting an additional projectile for each ally warrior, or take a Mystic Stone. Druid of the Bear, increased damage dealt by 100%. Yeah. And 120 wheat, baby! Alright, we've like maxed out our troops, which is nice. Alright, time to start generating gold. I need to move my berserker camp. Having a hospital always going is excellent. It was wild times in chat earlier today, Lexicon. Wild times. Oh, tile enchanter. Increase efficiency. Let's see, I want to move... I guess first of all... jarred sauce is better. No one actually thinks that, right? Like, you could like jarred pasta sauce, but thinking it's better than homemade sauce is just unhinged nonsense. That can't be a real position anyone holds. That's lunacy. This is the least impactful, like, negative effects the game's ever thrown at us. You only need one crossbow, and it kills the phoenix immediately. Like, the babysitting the giant skeleton child is the single worst one, and anything else just seems like child's play to it. Yeah, like, I wasn't saying jarred sauce is bad, just that making your own sauce is just fundamentally better. But I don't think that's a controversial statement, like, that's just facts. That's just simple facts. 1,000 water. Like, I don't have ranged troops, so twin projectiles means nothing to me. So, like, 1,000 water means I don't have to worry about water for a little while, and that's good in its own right. Jarred sauce is bad, though. Like, I don't care for it. But there are brands out there that are better than others. And some of those are acceptable. I have a gold mine! It happened! Man, my only problem here is my skeletons aren't dying anymore. Which is a weird problem to have, but like, that's how I get wheat. Sorry, flour. Damage dealt by your troops increased by 30%, but HP is reduced by 20%. Every grunt unit in the battlefield gets 2% boost to HP and 3% boost to damage from other grunts. Alright, we have 9 skeletons, they're grunts. Not the worst. I mean, we have money to burn. Buy a gold mine. I'm gonna be able to make iron bars soon. Cannons or ballista might be fun. 40 damage per second, 32 damage per second. 50% damage dealt by attacking buildings and wall defenders per cannon. So this is like great for the Tang King. Long shot, cashback, cannon capacity. Ballista, meanwhile, 10% to HP of flying troops. So, like, neither of these have great passives, but they're fine building-wise. But we currently can't even get all of our troops on the board anyway. So it's not a huge deal to focus on that. Passive morale, why not? Sure. I think that's all I'm taking. You know what? I'll take the grapes too. And if we ever make our infernal guys, why not? Also, you're not tricking me. I'm not having this fucking conversation again. No. I don't need to worry about water. Oh. Hell yeah. Oh crap, is it already Phoenix time? Caw! Ash feather. Incinerate it. And then weaken it. Oh my god, I can increase my gaze. I didn't think this day would ever come. I mean, if you guys want to talk about the merits of jarred sauce, go ahead. I got so many units in reserve. Easy fight. Easy fight. All right. Ooh. Yes. Absolutely. If our unit dies, we get an abomination and we'll get a ghost. We have a relic that temporary units have a decent chance to be re-summoned when their timer is up. Tome of Restless Souls is just busted good right now. Yeah, if we're gonna sum up the conversation earlier, not the religion part, not the political part, just the jarred pasta sauce part. The whole point of jarred pasta sauce is you don't have time. Like, you just don't have time. Like, it's a matter of convenience. Like, I'm of the opinion that sauce is so easy to make and so delicious to make that I personally don't see the point of jarred sauces, because I plan around it. Like, my idea is I know I will have X amount of time on X day, so I make my sauce on that day. It's delicious, and then I don't need time to eat it for like the next X days. It's available and ready to go. And then I freeze a bunch of it, and it's ready to go at future convenience. So like, I just take the convenience part out of it. Thunderstorm for sure. Hydroponics requires meat. We do have a way to make meat. Right, I have a fishing pond. Yeah, we can just convert water into meat. You always end up with too much when you make it. I make a huge amount, and I love to eat it for like a week. Like, I'm gonna be eating pasta sauce in various ways for the next X days. But it's a really good pasta sauce. I was saying earlier, I browned up a bunch of meatballs, browned up a bunch of Italian sausage, and then I browned up a little pile of pork ribs. And then, you know, built the sauce on that fond, let all those meats just simmer in there until, like, the pork ribs fell off the bone. It is a unctuous and delicious sauce, filled with all kinds of delicious meats. So for the next X days, I'll be eating like the sauce with pasta and the meat. I might make maybe like a Fun is life. Hell yeah, it is. What are the various ways? That's the other issue. I like doing pizza, spaghetti, cheesy bread. Sometimes, like, if I have a cut of meats, I might do, like, braised short ribs in the sauce, and then serve that over mashed potatoes. Sorry, I'm drooling a little bit. Same thing with, like, whenever it's on sale. Like, short ribs are almost never on sale, but you can usually find, like, chuck roast on sale. Do a pot roast, but tomato sauce forward pot roast. Stuffed peppers. Stuffed peppers simmered in the sauce is very tasty. Oh, yeah. Or just like a meatball sub. Like I said, I have sausages and meatballs in there. I'm definitely going to do like a little meatball sub or a sausage sub. Guess it's not that far off for sausage and peppers or stuffed peppers. Yeah. Pork neck and wine and sauce. Various veg. Hell yeah. I'm gonna have to think about that. Like, if you ever done a stew that has tomatoes in it, or even like a bolognese, like, you've had, like, the intersection of meaty deliciousness and tomato saucy deliciousness, like, they overlap. You're pushing it in one direction is all. Need to add learning to make long rolls from scratch. Can't get good rolls anywhere. Baking your bread is delicious and fun. Hell yes. What I want, back home when I'm visiting my family, they will get bread from a grocery store called Uncle Giuseppe's. And that place has a bakery section that does insanely delicious semolina bread. And the best sandwiches I've ever had are just my dad using the semolina bread to make like a turkey club or a French dip, like whatever sandwich he happens to want to make for dinner for us. And I need to figure, I want to figure out where I can get what I need to make semolina bread. It's so fucking good. Never really thought about it over potatoes. Mashed potatoes, delicious with it, I would say. Or polenta, could always go polenta. I think unit-wise, I'm set. I don't think I want the hydropond. Counts as a rider, is arcane. Yeah, I mean, I'll take. Why not? I don't want any of these, though. Recycle it. Arcane for sure. We're heavily arcane. Goblark, the bell ringer. Once an ordinary goblin with absolutely no rhythm, Goblark was force-fed high-octane demon blood by the Scarlet Goblins. This diet produced catastrophic but impressive results. Now towering over the battlefield, Goblark moves with terrifying grace of a deranged battle dancer. His twin scythes carve perfect murderous arcs, while his massive bell helm tolls with each swing. Even the bravest warriors freeze when they hear that unholy chime. Part war drum, part funeral bell. Fueled by endless infernal adrenaline, Goblark never stops fighting. Worse, he refuses to let anyone stop, especially his allies. You'll soon learn firsthand for whom the last bell tolls. I take my chuck roast to Birria Town, braised in beef stock and lots of different dried chili peppers, low and slow. That at the end, blend the braising liquid for spicy sauce. Hell yeah. I love birria. Gonna hit me up next time you're planning meals? Sure. For me, when it comes to a chuck roast, I love stew. Like, I love stew. Stew's just delicious. Like, dipping bread in a good stew is the best. Like, I've done beef shanks in a style akin to ossobuco. Just, you know, without the veal. And that was really good. That might be the best stew I've made, but I've made really good, really good chuck roast stew. Beef stew with onions and carrots, hot French loaf for dipping. Yes, a crusty bread with good butter on it dunked into stew is the fucking best. I made a big old batch, and I froze like 3 servings in like Ziploc bags that I have in the freezer. So I ate that for like a week, and I still have 3 more dinners worth of it that every once in a while I'm just gonna be like, you know what? I got a good loaf of bread. Let's thaw out stew and just go to town. Nice. Alright. Upon being slain, each unit lingers for a few seconds as a wraith with reduced stats, continuing to fight. Each wave the Belgringer strikes the bell, significantly reducing the productivity of the central tiles of your castle. Alright. So we no longer need this. It just does phoenixes. So sell it, sell it. That's an easy choice. We want to start making iron. Let's demolish you and put the forge up there. Well, we're at 6 golds. That's our problem right now. But also we need to re-up our troops, so that's it for skeletons. Bring it down. 100 golds! Improves your first 2 abilities. Second life allows you to raise more units, while better you upgrades further. Oh, I gotta get 100 golds. That kind of trumps everything else. Do I have another iron mine I could slap down? I got a gold mine. Let's move this iron mine over here. Sell your metal bars. I want those. Oh, you mean for this? Yes. That I will do. Alright, next we're gonna need metal bars and... Oh, not the other one. Alright, first of all, that... Start upgrading our units. Yeah, I want my metal bars. They kind of have a home. Hospital always being on is the best. Wood. How much more do we need? 100 more wood. Okay. Back up here for intense gold production. Why do I want intense gold production again? Let's move... You know what? Just remove it. Where's the other well? And I have a big well somewhere, don't I? Like, water production is no longer quite as important. Right, hydropon. I need meat to make meat for my hydropon. God damn it. Alright, I could plop down water production. I do want to make a few of these guys. Let's crank them out. Sacrifice one. Shoot them! Will we ever make enough flour to do this again? That's the real question. Oh, we're losing skeletons, that helps. That could do it. I need 20 more. Lost a lot of skeletons. I'm not going to reinforce. I'm going to let the skeletons go out there because I would really rather generate flour that way. At least for now. Ooh, my already upgraded undead are targetable, huh? Ooh, yeah. Alright, that cost me some flour. That's okay. Holy shit, I can upgrade my gaze again. I never thought I'd see the day. Wheat. Doesn't require wood, so I'll do it. You know what? Sure. And with that, I actually have a reason to build a well again. Except, really, didn't I have an advanced? I had a big well. Oh, big wells are temporary. They run out. Fiend skull. That's just too much. Can't do that. This is possible for big boys. 1,000 HP, 14 damage per second. Hellhead is 71 damage per second. What's going on, Joe? King's watching you play Slay the Spire 2 multiplayer, I heard. I think tomorrow that's probably going to happen if you're looking for a little Slay the Spire 2 action. Only requires meat. We're doing it. 50% cheaper barbarians. Damage 100%. And cheaper, sure. $150 gold? Nah, wheat. 150 wheat. We can make everything else. God damn it, flour. They know how much I want to see my sexy girlfriend from hell. Ah, fine. I'm sure we'll find more. We'll get flour somehow else. Somehow else. Somehow else. Time already? Come on. Alright, maybe if we just cross our fingers, if the store happens to sell a lot of flour, we'll be alright. You suck. Damage dealt by spells 25%. 4 random spells upon picking this up. Gain 3 wood when you create a unit. Iron mine, crystal mine. $200 wheat. I mean, sure, why not? Make spells do a lot of damage. Okay, I need 600 gold. Jeepers. A little bit more expensive than I thought. Let's see. This is making me golds. If I do that, I'm doing multiple things I want to be doing. I really want to do this, but I don't have the resources. True capacity is what I really want to do. Another bone pit. Okay. Upgrade. Upgrade. Infrastructure. Production. I don't care about the troop, but we'll take it. I'm guessing double spells. Yeah, double spells. And then what wave will I double the number of things we're fighting? First wave? There we are. A figure materialized in your throne room, seated comfortably in your chair as if it was always his. He looks almost human, except for the horns, the glowing eyes, and the faint smell of burning ink. Your Majesty, he begins, smoothly adjusting his tailored infernal suit. I've come to make you an offer. He smiles, a slow, knowing grin that feels like it could melt gold. I see potential. The way you sit here. The quiet menace in your indecision. The ineffable aura of authority barely contained. It's spectacular. I simply must invest. He slides a glowing contract across the floor toward you. Consider it a preemptive endorsement. Lose all resources except for heli stuff. A permanent 100 morale. Absolutely not. Holy sh... Oh my god. Insanity to say yes to that. Nobody sits on your throne. 120 hell resource. That's the one. Nobody sits on my fucking throne. Rage ignites within you. Your throne is sacred. Not even gods have sat upon it. Certainly not a smirking demon. Power surges through your veins as you channel pure fury, hurling a wave of magic that banishes the interloper back to the pit. The throne trembles but remains unbroken. All that's left behind is a smoldering scar of infernal energy, which your mages quickly harness into potent nether runes. The message is clear. In your kingdom, not even demons know their place. Sorry, even demons know their place. 7 cinema. Alrighty, let's swing this around over here. And swing it over here. And then make another bone pit. Unlimited skeleton works. Iron bars, so I'm looking to get... Oh yeah, meat is the other thing I need more of, huh? Another iron mine there. Sacrifice. Can't sacrifice you yet. One day. Whoop. That was a damaging wave for me. Holy shit, everybody died. What happened there? What is this wave? What happened? Come on, crack out units. Is this the wave I gave a lot of health to? I'm feeling some minor regrets on that one. Minor regrets. What the shit is going on? Good lord. There's already another wave? Things were going so smoothly for so long. Come on, people! Jesus Christ! This wave is outrageous! What happened here? Alias, what's going on? Thank you for that raid. Everyone here should know Alias by now. He's amazing. We talked about him earlier. Get raided. And for those of you who just got here, you probably know me. If you don't, I am Chris here at Shake the Box. We play all kinds of nonsense here at the moment. This is The King is Watching. I made this wave perhaps too powerful in my zeal, since I'm allowed to tell them to strengthen enemy waves. I was like, yeah, go for it. Come on, boys. This guy's going to kill me, and I'm going to be very annoyed about it. Incredibly annoyed about it. Yep, there we go. I got my bonus 20 health because of him. You shit. I don't understand. This wave is ridiculous. Please, kill him! Generate all my skeletons, please. Is it because they're walking into goddamn lava? Is that what's going on? Could my people stop walking in lava? I have no units left! Oh, wait a minute. Forgot to do all this. I got wine. I need water. Flour. Flour. Goddamn flat flour. Probably re-roll for water. Metal, we have 12 hit points. An army is walking toward me, but we do have enough necromancy spells here to build up a temporary army. Hold them off, boys. Jesus, Jesus. Again, it's a countdown to death because of him. Can I tell the laser beam to shoot the bastard in the back? 7, 6. Gee, oh my god. What are these channel point redeems? All kinds of weird stuff. I have less than 0 understanding of what the hell is happening. Alright, for those of you that do not know this game, I'll give you a quick crash course, but things are looking dire. Oh, brick factory. Jesus Christ, that's the only thing I need right now. Can I upgrade the brick factory? I beg you, game. Fine, I don't care. I'm fine with what I got. Clay mine. Upgrade my paladins. That was so many waves at once. I allowed bad things to happen. Recycle that. Take roots. Take landmine. Pause the fucking game. Say hi to my beautiful demon girlfriend. Take 2 copies of Armageddon. 10% chance that my units will just block damage outright. Extra meat from fishermen's huts. If a barbarian dies, I get 8 metal. And Hydra increased damage dealt by all units in the battlefield by 10%. Okay. Oh, Jesus God. Alright. Let me explain this game a little bit. Praise. Alright, so the king is watching. This is a game where your king can only make things happen when he is actively looking at them. So, like, this box here is my character's point of view. If I want a building to work, I need this to be on it. So if I want a building to produce resources, this needs to be on it. If I want my building to produce units, it needs to be on it. If I want the effects to happen, it needs to be on it. So it's a game about managing an army while waves of enemies are constantly coming at you. And you're trying to, like, min-max what needs to be where and when. So I got a building here. The brick factory. This is critical shit for me. Let's move this over here. Put that there. Take this here. Put the clay mine here. Let's try and crank out units as quickly as we can. Please, God. Because I need wall repair to be a thing that happens. This bot is so unserious. I made the bot to be annoying and frustrate people. So thank you. Repair the wall. Fuck me, I don't have water right now. Do I have a well down? No, I don't. My God. Not even using meat. Get rid of it. I hate you. Alright, this is the last wave before the big one. So we're gonna go ahead and try to stay alive. Kill the long-range dude. Armageddon these bastards. It's because they turn into specters when they die. That's why we're struggling. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Buy all the resources. When constructing a building, get resources back. Reduce the first king's ability cooldown by 25%. Can 9 kings just say they got the idea from this, or the other way around? Whichever game came first, can they show you that? No, they're completely different games in, like, every single way. They bear zero resemblances to each other. Can they say it? Like, 9 Kings, you're collecting cards on a grid to build little buildings, and those units fight stuff. Yeah, Night Kings doesn't have a demon waifu, come on. Double the clay production might be nice for getting our walls to work better. Crystal Castle's not the worst idea either. I like the balloon bomber. Now that I have a bigger thingy. They have similar gameplay. In the sense that they are both auto-battlers, sure. But this game, I am actively, constantly having to pay attention and move my point of view and min-max to an insane degree. Nine Kings, when the fight happens, I do nothing. Like, Nine Kings is completely hands-off when combat happens. All the decision-making and choices that are made in Nine Kings are entirely based on me placing my cards down. Like, that's it. Like, yeah, there's a castle you're defending, I suppose. But functionally, utterly different. Like, Nine Kings is a relaxing experience in comparison. Like, King is Watching is stressful. You're constantly like, oh shit, I need to be looking at this. Oh shit, I need to be looking at this. You get what I'm saying, or maybe not. I mean, I get what you're saying in the same way that people will tune in while I'm playing Noida, and they'll be like, is this like Terraria? It's like, I can kind of understand why they would say it. But it's one of those things where it's like, if you play them, it's an alien statement. Where I'm just like, I don't get how... I can only understand how you got there based on, like, just looking and being like, oh, there's castles, and there's squares, and enemies come in waves. Like... That's where the similarities stop, though. By all the spells. Like, I'm just gonna need everything I can get, I think. I have 692 crystals. 134 oil. If I were to go with this... we could set that up. Pause the game. All right. Demolish that. 2 wells. I just need to crank out my skeletons. They're my shock troops. We have magic. Use the fireworks. Alright, there we go. Come on, come on, come on! And then the last thing we want to do... Oh, thank God, that's perfectly timed there. Goblock. Try and take out as many of their units early as we can. Now let's healing pool our people. As they walk through a goddamn lava pool, you stupid idiots. Alright, reinforce, demolish you, move you, move you. I need that water. What is that? He made 1 billion units. Okay. Got you, and you. I gotta put my defensive stuff on hold just to produce backup units here. Come on! I hate how he's able to pause my stuff. It's painful. Fuck it, get the balloon back in there. Come on, baby. Come on. How am I not producing any water? Do I have not? I have no troops out there right now. Please. Why is water production stalled out entirely? Alright, we're not making you because we're out of iron. Understood. We're not making you because... No, we're making you. We're not making you because iron. Iron. And then the real problem is I don't know why water production is stalled out so hard. We might be able to push through with just our turrets. Come on. Come on! Come on, yes! 0 units left alive! Ooh! God damn. Am I crazy to think there's any crossover between the two? I mean, again, in the sense that visually, they both involve a castle and squares on which buildings are placed. Like, that's true. That is 2 parts there. They both have king in the name. And, like, auto battler. Sure. But, like, functionally, they play incredibly differently. That's why I'm saying, like, I get it on a visual element. But again, people will see me playing Noida, and they're like, oh, this is like Terraria, right? And it's like on a level where, yes, Terraria is a game where you go underground and it has pixel graphics, and Noid is a game where you go underground and it has pixel graphics. That's true, but then it stops because the gameplay diverges so wildly. Is that a bug with water stall? What the fuck was that bullshit? Yeah, this was an insane run. Like, I really like that this run happened the way it did. It came together very well. And we squeaked by! Like, good God. Barely made it out of that one. I think what was happening is on the higher difficulties, like we just did, I think this was either 6 or 7. Chucky's a kid's movie because there's a cute doll. Wondering where the grief came from. What grief? I think you're experiencing what a lot of people sometimes experience, which is just because someone disagrees with you doesn't mean they're like angry or giving you grief about it. Like, I'm just explaining why I don't agree. Yeah, I think on this difficulty certain tiles can stall out. We'll look at the difficulty modifiers after we resolve here. Damage dealt by spells 100%. Place a legendary seal tile on 3 tiles. 100% more spell damage. I might see how far we could push push endless. It's a fun time. Can I get arcane, please? I want arcane. I'll take warrior, sure. All bosses are defeated. There we go. Now we're cranking up the water. Bloop, 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 bloop. That's what I'm saying, like, I don't think anyone got mad. Iron production is up here. Like, it would make sense for something like that to happen, given that we're on the volcano map, where everything's heat-based. Let's do this. We're not gonna make it too far into endless. That's just facts. hard and fast facts, Jack. We need a lot of oil. Well, not a lot, just a little bit more oil. And we need more meat if we want to upgrade our forbidden technique. There we go. Get that iron. Go get them, boys. Come on. Oh, I see how I'm running out of iron. Whenever I'm using my kingly spot where I set up my defenses, I have the forge. No, that's the brick factory. Never mind. I don't know why I was running out so hard. Let's just try and get our units back. Slay the Spire 2 keeps doing its best to keep me from getting the last 3 unlocks. On which character? Where's my Hydra pond? A lot of water, a lot of meat. There's no way I'm getting that up and running in time. It's just not gonna happen. Alright, got my boys back. The region, the Necrobinder, and the defect. Oh! Like, you haven't unlocked those characters? What was down here? Crystals? Crystals. That's an interesting thing. When my units despawn by timing out, that counts and I'm getting resources out of it? No, that's whenever I make a unit. I think they're being respawned. I forgot about that wood one I picked up. Need to beat Ascensions. Oh, I see. Man, I gotta play Slay the Spire 2 single player. I've been doing, like, all multiplayer in that game. Hey, don't worry about it, Jim. We're a good-natured lot around these parts. Yeah, fresh air is never a bad idea. Yeah, I think this is our last wave right here. I can provide an endless stream of skeletons. Whoa, 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 Alias, what? Someone threatened to stab you while you're waiting, like a vagrant on the street? Alright, I didn't think it would make it too deep and endless there, but that was a hell of a run. I can't believe we beat that with zero units were left alive. We lost every troop at the end there. Are you okay? I'm assuming you haven't been stabbed and you came home safely? Normal looking dude, but he was super angry. And he just, like, took it out on you? Alright, so we beat the Creative Limitations run. And we did it at once. We didn't do one run with Wisetree, one run with Betty. We did a double run of it. So we weren't allowed to have wheat production, weren't allowed to have wood production. And that was really rough at the beginning, but that really came together at the end there. Meanwhile, on the volcano, we didn't get Solvrum, the last boss we need on that map. But we did finish Alucard's third boss unlock. So every king is maxed. We did it. We 100%ed all the kings. Kings are done. We can play whoever we want, whenever we want. We have one boss left on Volcano, 2 bosses left on Graveyard, which is super weird. Like, we have the highest difficulty unlock on the Graveyard. We're on level 7 or 8 on the Graveyard, and yet this is the one I haven't beaten bosses on. He picked up a random piece of pallet wood and threatened me when I whipped it against the dumpster and walked off. He then whipped it against the dumpster and walks off yelling he could have stabbed me. You were just stretching and waiting. Sounds like someone was having a bad time. Meth is a hell of a drug. And then what's the other thing? We need to I have really not been using the execution grounds very much, but we should do that at some point. That's the lack of initiative that people have these days. Don't let his dreams be dreams. So why was that happening to us? Let's look at Volcano level 6 here. We have 50% of your castles on fire when you start. Progressing on the Nether Ruins path will now disturb the volcano. Enemies have 70% more HP. All enemies deal 20% more damage. Bosses have 2 additional modifiers. 150 gold debt and artillery. I think maybe disturbed volcano might be what's happening, but I can't remember what that means. Anyway, we got that. So we're on level 6 for everything except for Graveyard and Volcano, where we're on 7 now. What happened? My wells were just not producing water randomly, and I think that was true for a bunch of tiles. Like, occasionally, tiles were not producing. You were half tempted to ask if he was okay? That's the tricky part. Like, you want to help folk like that, but also you kind of want to not engage, right? Like, you don't want to give them a reason. Against the bell dude? No. Well, yes, but also just in general every once in a while was happening. Let's go unlock some stuff, and I think we'll ring the bell. Do you remember what the volcano's effect is? Like when the volcano's disturbed? It might have been the volcano effect. Additional troop unlocks. I mean, we could barely unlock troops that whole run because we didn't have wood. %5 troop HP. That's all boring. Let's just go for... Yeah, the lava pools were definitely fucking with me. Increases the selling price of furniture on the market. Lets you exchange resources for various rewards. Morale by 1 for every 10 monies. Base unit limit by 2. I mean, he's a nice one to have, isn't he? Start with your first gaze upgrade. The resources needed for this upgrade are held against you as debts. I don't know about that one. And again, I kind of want to bum rush this advisor slot so we can have all the advisor slots. So let's just grab spell damage by 50%. 3 extra slots for spells. That's a nice combo right there. And one day we'll make it to Felix. Choose an artifact at the start of the run. That'll be a nice advisor. Alright, I'm gonna pee, refill my water bottle, and then as promised, I said we'd do a little King is Watching, and then we'll spin the wheel of things we need to keep on playing. So BRB.